What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. We are 9 people on, 7 thumb. Hope we're all ready to go. I forgot to get a subject last week with everything going crazy on the me being excited and it going off. So I'm gonna try to pick somebody to do subject early today, so that we do that. Lundy, what's going on? Fairy Tale Creations, Hero Hymns, Trip H Farms, what's going on? Kyle and Tracy. God, I'm gonna get in trouble. What's going down? My internet is real sneaky tonight too. So I've got 2 bars reading good right now, so we're good. JNC Oregon Homestead. What's up? I'm hoping ELYN is asleep. She's not wanted to go to sleep tonight. So Cecilia, what's going on? Tasha. Why did I want to say Tracy? I knew that was Tasha because she makes the great gumbo rice craziness. Garden for Cheap. What's up, Rachel? Tasha. Kick that in my head. We know that name. Diana, how are you? Hidden within myself. That's Francine. Country Homestead Preacher. What's going on, my brother? Hope you are doing well tonight, and I hope the ladies are doing well tonight. Thrifty VG. What's going on? I'm doing good, Rachel. I'm doing real good. Been working on electrical. Got all the solar panels up and on the roof. We'll talk about that a little bit tonight. So I'm very happy. Got all the new system put in. Excuse me. Man. Got all the new system put in except for the zero inverter. And it'll be good to go. What's up, Tracy? Moon Farm. The busy little house, Miss Karen. It's going down. Yep. Thank you guys for the blessings. Totally different direction than I'm normally facing. So kind of crazy. She Moved Mountains. What's up, single lady? Trying to read these as they come in. Make sure nothing's there. My nose is itching off. So we're going to talk about water tonight. We're going to talk about great H2O and what it means on your homestead, as oh, sorry if we're buffering. It looks like I'm doing decent over here. I'm trying to stay still. Sorry. What's up, Southern Blessed Homestead? But we're going to talk about water tonight. We're going to talk about the importance on the homestead. We're going to talk about its importance, period. And then we're going to talk about, try to see if that helps out a little bit right there. I've been having pretty good success right here in this spot. But water is very important with everything. Well, good, 30 VG. I hope so. Life with Linda, what's going on? We are doing good. I'm trying to keep right too, kind of sitting in a little different position here. My back's not hurting, but it's been cramping up a lot tonight. So, Wanda, how are you? Hope you are doing well there, East Tennessee. I'm glad you joined us. What city are you in, Wanda, if you don't mind? I'm in UNICOI. I think I've seen you on before, though. I believe I hadn't seen that. You're not using your bark black gold. Oh, no, I'm not. I get it all ground up. I do have some already made, though. And my chaga, is that what you're talking about, Cecilia? Claiborne County, New Tazewell. Gotcha. Near Tazewell, New Tazewell. Good to go. Well, we're going to read here in about, I don't know. We'll get it going in about 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to read Acts 2 tonight, and we're going to read verse 42 through 47. What's up, Kyle? It's still bad in the back of the house. Yeah, gotcha. But so yeah, I'm gonna be there. Got my elderberry. It's actually right there. My starts are in my jar right there. They look good, so it's looking good. Hey, G-Mal, how are you? So we're going to read Acts, 42 through 47 fellowship, and talk about that a little bit and what it means for now, and then we'll be getting into the constitutional reading tonight. And let's say when we hit 35, if we get 35 on here in a minute, I'll go ahead and pick at that point in time someone to choose subject for us, subject matter for us to have for next week. I really like it better when you guys are picking the subject matter, which tonight's a pretty good one. It'll be something that everybody I think will get something out of. If you're prepping, if you're simple Southern roots, how are you? If you're prepping, if you're homesteading, if you're a camper, a hiker, anything of that nature, we're going to go over water, which is one of your basic three. And you'll be surprised on that when we talk about that here in a little bit. I think some of you will. But it's good to go. So we've had a good day. We've had fun today. Me and ELYN have just been hanging out. Broussard Home said, "What's going down?" Brett, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope Amy and Abby are doing good. I need to get a hold of you guys and do some Marcoing. I've just been preoccupied. You know how life goes. Been a crazy little bit here. Trying to catch everybody as they come on. So let's see. Let me get my book and my pen here. So I don't have to move around too much until I have to get scripture. Consider it joy, Homestead. Yeah, ELYN had a dance for you guys there the other day, and that was crazy. Triple H Farms, Kyle and Tasha, do you want me to share what you guys did for me? I don't know if you wanted that made public yet, that you guys were doing that or not. I was going to show everybody, if not, because they're pretty awesome. I don't know which way that'll go, but if my print will right, let's see. Oh, that. Rachel, Garden for Cheap. You want to pick our subject for next week? I don't think I've had you pick anything yet. And Brett, why don't you pick some scripture for next week and send it to me via email or Marco Polo, either one. That would be awesome. Have you do that. Okay, cool, Kyle. That's cool. I will show those in a few minutes. I have to go pull them down. There goes my phone with your connection is unstable, or my computer with your connection is unstable. Thanks, Brett. I appreciate that. Shebear Acres, what's going on? I don't know if Rachel responded to me. Rachel, Garden for Cheap, do you want to pick our subject matter for next week? Oh, go. Send straightening stuff, grow lights, maybe, since it's getting closer. She starts, okay. She starts just base startups and go, okay. Grow lights. At least now I won't miss that before the night. Simple Jam, good to see you on here. Good to see you on here. Let's see if I missed anybody else. Yeah, that works great, Rachel. That'd be awesome. I'm going to step away from the camera for 2 seconds and grab some stuff that Triple H sent us and show it to you guys. Ooh. I don't know how good this is going to show up on the on this camera. These are that Tasha made for us that they're doing right now. And it says single dad home. Well, yeah, there we go. It's a single dad. I don't know how else to. Oh, there we go. That looks a little better. It's got our little house, some trees, the walkway. Oh, real nice. The cups are heavy, leaded style mugs. They're awesome. Me and Kyle are going to have some milk in those. And then this one says C and E's Homestead. And if you got, and it's got a man, a boy, and a girl. And if you guys don't know, that's the actual name of our homestead is C and E's for Eli and ELYN's homestead. So that was a trivia that was given on Two Family Homestead when we were on there being featured. Was a lot of fun. Yeah, they did a great job. They're really cool. They're really nice. I like the orientation that they did where they're across from the mug handle, which is a little bit different. Farbu, our backyard, how are you? They're not quite big enough for a milk glass. Yeah, they're a little small for milk glasses for you, but they do great for me. I'll get sick if I drink that much milk. So, gotta love it. But they did an awesome job. He sent me some elderberry starts. They've looked good. They've got leaves on them real good. I've got to go get some willow to stick in there to get the roots to kicking. So, Kyle, Mims wants to know if you're taking orders. Kyle says Tasha's taking orders. He's not. I think this is a Tasha deal. I think she's the one that is doing this. So they're really cute. No milk for me for another 4 months. Uh-oh. They are awesome, Tasha. They are awesome. ELYN loved them. ELYN's like, look, I got pigtails in this picture. So she enjoyed that a lot. I tried and failed on a couple mugs. Kyle says he's not able to do that. That's going to be on Tasha. That's her skill set. She's got that one down packed. So no milk for 4 months. I would die. If you don't know the story there, Moon Farm Tracy, we went to Doug and Stacy's life conference out in Missouri, and Kyle got one of Big Bear Homestead's mugs. Mugs like this, and without exaggeration, are about like this, and they're probably twice the height and diameter. And he filled one almost a gallon of milk and drank every bit of it straight down. So he's a milk drinker for sure. Yeah. I love milk. Milk is great. I just can't drink a ton of it. If I drink a ton of it, it ends up making me sick. I can drink, I can eat ice cream and stuff like that. It's not really like a lactose intolerance. It's just the quantity. So, hey, Carol, what's going on? Glad to see you. I miss Steph. Where's Steph at? I missed you, girl. How are you doing? Farming our backyard. Honestly, I have been better. I am really okay. Milk makes me sick, right? Yeah, I bet it does. It can give you heartburn too. A lot of people talk about it taken away. It can give it to you too. So let me get my spectacles on here, and we'll get ready to read a little scripture. We got 32 on, so that'll be good. Tonight we're going to read Acts 4, chapter 2, verse 42 for 47. And you guys know we usually have an entire chapter, but with Acts, they've got it broke down to different stuff for each one. I love some milk tube hubbies, and I go through 12 gallons a month. Whoa. That's crazy, G-Ma. 12 gallons a month. Woo-hoo. Goodness gracious. Y'all want to break out your good book, we'll read some of the good word real quick and see where we're at. I'm trying not to move too much so I don't lose. And also get light where I can see. My older age, I can't see as good. So here we go. Acts 2, 42 through 47. And the those verses are actually have a title, and it's called the Fellowship of the Believers. And the reason I chose that is because I feel that this really talks about the homesteading community. Okay, I can see now. Okay, sorry guys. All right. So Fellowship of the Believers, Acts 2, 42 through 47. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and the prayer. Everyone was filled with awe at the many wonders and signs performed by the apostle. All the believers are together and had everything in common. Sold property and possessions to give anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts. Praise God every and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added the Lord added to their numbers daily those who were being saved. I'm going to reread that because that was a little rough tonight. So let's read that again. They devoted themselves. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe at the many wonders and signs performed by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread they broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to their numbers daily those who were being saved. I want to ask you right now, how many of you can see that in the homesteading community? How many can you see that in this gardening community? I mean, it is amazing to me to watch the generosity and the love in this community. On how many times I see people that I know personally don't have a lot. They may not be people that are wealthy, but if someone's need comes up, if someone needs something, that they are taking that time, they are selling possessions, they are trading animals, they may be giving goods instead of monetary value to someone else to absolutely better their lives, not for the betterment of themselves, other than spiritually, but the betterment of this community. I really honestly believe that this community is a revival of the Christian spirit. And when we started a year ago, that word Christianity, that modern Christian, that to me, that is it is still in some sense is a bad word. But when I say it in this community, when I talk about that in this community of people of God, in this community, no matter what your denomination is, when I talk about that into this community, it brings me joy to understand and truly believe that the heart of the Christian community is beating strongly again. I feel that revival all the way through this country. I can see it spreading. I can see it out there. I can see it in every one of you that come on, every one of you that I see at these events, every one of you that I sit down and break bread with, and I fellowship, and we meet at our temple, which is this temple. When we come out here and we talk on this great platform of YouTube, and the opportunity to be able to share that with everybody, to be able to talk to people that may not necessarily be believers, that I think that it shows the love of the community, and the love of the community is based within the belief in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And for us to be able to share that and show that and lead that by example throughout this community. And I know not everybody's a believer. I know that not everybody's a Christian that's in this community, but our hearts are all in the same place. I mean, God says he'll be known by many names and many faces. God came as a beggar. He hung on a cross beside a thief that he took underneath the canopy that gave himself to him. I mean, God went to the bar, God went to the brothel, Jesus went to the bar, he went to the brothel, which God, the same thing. It was his son. He went to all these places. He went to there. He went to the pagans. He went to the non-believers. He went to them and he preached and he preached and he preached and he won them over because he showed by example what he was doing. If we are to be good, solid Christian men and women, we have to lead this community by example. We have to show what we have as good Christians, as good parents, as good people of our community, as good stewards of this earth by planning this world. You know, by living the most out of the curse that Jesus gave us, that God gave us when Eve took the bite from the forbidden fruit and took that over and put that into Adam's lips, and then they hid in the cool of the garden when God came calling on them. And then he didn't say, "You're done. I banished you. I destroy you." He said, "You're locked from this Garden of Eden, from this magical place, from this place of self-sustainability that you are of sustenance, and now you're going to be self-sustainable, and you're going to have to do that by one curse, and that curse is by the sweat of your brow. That you have to work by the sweat of your brow. And if you do that, you can still be successful. You can still do the things that you need to do, and that it's there." Um, Thanks, moderators. I appreciate you guys. Um, when you're talking about that and you're seeing it, you know, it's something that you have to honestly take. You have to show. You have to lead there. I was talking to a friend a while back, and they're more toward the pagan beliefs, and we're talking about that, and I'm looking into it, and I'm seeing it. And when you're even looking at that, when you're talking about Mother Earth, and you're talking about cultivating the earth and planting trees and taking care of your environment, that's exactly what the Bible's telling you. That's exactly what God is telling you to do. Take care of Mother Earth. Take care of what we're doing. Do I believe in global warming? No. Do I believe that we have a natural cycle? Yes. Do I believe that humans are adversely affecting our environment here on Mother Earth? Absolutely. Do I think that we need to do more to get plastics taken care of? Do we need to live greener as I do off grid and living with solar power and doing away with some of that stuff? Absolutely. I think that what we need to understand and what we have to get back to is a time where we are interested in cultivating, working the sweat of our brow, getting back to agricultural and farming related jobs, and investing our time, energy, love, heart, blood, sweat, everything right here into Mother Earth, into what we're doing here. That's the biggest gift other than Jesus Christ that God ever gave us. God gave us the ability to be able to we deleted something from Duncan 1900. You guys are awesome. I think we're going to get trolled tonight, so I apologize for that. Yeah. We've got 31 thumbs up. Actually, Kyle, it might not be coming through. I got 29 on and 31 thumbs up. Good evening, Duncan. I think you accidentally got hit in a barrage of knuckleheads coming on. So sorry about that. Just one of those where it's running through fast, Brenda. You know how it works. You're one of the best. So just keep that in mind when you're talking to people that are of other faiths or other beliefs. When you talk to them and you see how they truly feel about Mother Earth and you see how they are, it may just be that they haven't connected that into being Jesus Christ, into being what's here, and the way that we necessarily feel as a majority of the people that are here feel. I feel that it's just been on my mind a lot because it's just you you can't believe in Jesus Christ and not love Mother Earth. You can't believe in Jesus Christ and not want to take care of what's going on here on this planet. I mean, the plastics are a huge thing for me right now. The carbon factor in the sea, that doesn't bother me as much. That's what trees put off oxygen for us to live, and they take it in. We are doing a really good job here in the U.S. It's other countries. We're supposed to foot the bill for everybody else's mistakes. When you look at some of these places in India and places like that that are they're just trash holes. They're absolutely nasty. You go over there and look. There's one or two places that are clean. The rest of it's because they don't have any way to take care of this stuff. If you let an open market and a free market take over, I promise you, you can figure out a way to recycle and get rid of all that stuff. Um, and someone will get very, 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 very wealthy by doing so. So that's what I ask you. Try to take some time. Ask for a paper bag when you go to the store. You know, you know, do your part on the little stuff, and when you get to that place, you'll be good. Motherless Homestead, what's going on? How are you? Cindy Glass, how are you? Um, I'm looking here. What else we got here? We got some craziness going on. So I just ask you to look at that. Take care of what we've been given. Take care of your kids. Be a father. Be a man in your household if you're a man. Be a woman. Be a mother. Be a leader and a teacher if you're a woman in the household, and love one another. Get there and be done. We're going straight from the good word to a good word of our own here in this country, in this Constitution. And we're going to read a little bit from it real quick, and we're going to actually read the word um, of what it says, not try to get in an interpretation of it too much, but into what it actually says. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're on the Ninth Amendment. Let me see back here. Let me get to where we need to be. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, hold on. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay, yeah. So we're on the Ninth Amendment. So here we go. Ninth Amendment. It's a little bit because it's older language. So this is one of those ones you have to kind of think about when they're timing the wording of certain stuff. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be considered to be denied or disparaged. Other retain Others retained by the people. So basically, that's where you're saying that your rights shall not be infringed. Um, the 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 Ninth Amendment is really the heart and soul of everything that's out there. It's what's protecting the other piece that's in there. So when you're reading the Constitution, the Ninth Amendment's one that's really overlooked a lot. And if you don't take that one very seriously, um, you're you're solely hurting. So when we're talking about that, Lily Homestead, how are you? Welcome. When we're talking about that, your rights shall not be infringed. Basically, is where we're going. Christy Forges, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while, girl. How are you doing? Um, so when you're talking about that Ninth Amendment, um, how I'm missing some comments over here. Sorry. Okay. When we're talking about that rights being infringed on, what you have to realize is there's difference between the rights and privileges. When you go to fly on an airplane, that's a privilege. That's not a right. You don't have the right to fly on an airplane. Now you have the right to travel freely and openly on interstate and on the roadways in the United States as a US citizen. And you technically don't need to be, you can't be taxed, you can't be insured, and you don't have to be licensed under the Constitution of the United States. And it's actually been won all the way up to state Supreme Courts on those. So um, I'm tired as all get out, but I'm good. Well, I'm sorry you're so tired, Christy. I hope everything is going well. But that's a big one when you start talking about that, and where people just take and twist that Ninth Amendment around. is when it's privileges. And there's privileges that we have as United States citizens that aren't necessarily rights. You know, you have the right to pursue happiness. Now you can use that in some privileges, because if you're privileged in some of the things that you're doing, um, if you're using that because it's your pursuit of happiness requires you to do certain parts of that, you have to look at that on a case by case basis. But move North Homestead, what's going on? So those are where we're at today on our reading. The Ninth Amendment, go back, read it, go through, look at those words that are a little bigger and more important, and look at what they actually meant at the time and read that for what it is. But basically, the Ninth Amendment is the infringement of any of your rights. We read Acts. For those that you weren't in here at the time, we read Acts chapter 2, verses 42 through 47, talking about fellowship and how it relates to this YouTube community of homesteaders and gardeners and all of you lovely people that come on and support me, and we share that love of gardening and raising and stuff. I don't think I showed this last Wednesday because I don't think it happened. So I'm gonna have to show you guys something. I posted it on a comment, but I don't know if you guys actually see him yet. I don't think we did on here, but we have a new member of the family. If I can get him to come in there. That is Charlie. Charlie is our newest member, our newest baby here on the farm, our goat. And he's a corker. He jumps around and he's on fire. So he's doing well. 3 or 4 days old. ELYN is loving it. I hope all of you guys are enjoying it. And it's good to go. But now, let's get into subject matter. Hi, Charlie. So here we go. We're talking about water tonight. Good old H2O. We're going to talk about why you need it, why it's important on your homestead. We have a little goat named Charlie. Awesome homestead preacher. ELYN named him, or she came up with Charlie. I don't know. So we're going to talk about why is water important. And we're going to go from the basics of the human body to your homestead and for property when you're looking for property. So here we go. So as I take my drink of water, when we're talking about H2O, when we're talking about water, when we're talking about water in a human sense, you got 3 rules. I think of everything and try to put everything into 3 rules. We need it in Cali. It's so dry here. Absolutely back to Rootstead. I'm sure you do. So water, we're going to go by the 3 rules. So you can live for about 3 minutes without oxygen. Everybody kind of knows that one. Some people can stretch it a little bit, but about minute 3, you start losing brain function. Your body starts to shut down, and you're no longer going to make it after that point. You're gonna kind of go away. You're gonna go see our Father at that point in time. You have about 3 days without water before you're going to start seeing bad effects where you're going to have major damage and possibility of death. You have about 3 weeks without food before you're going to cut and kick it to the curb and go up to heaven. So when you're looking at those 3, other than oxygen, water is your most important sustenance that you're going to need. Oxygen and then water. So when you're buying a homestead, and you're looking at property and you're looking at things like that, water is a super, super, super important area to look. Simple Jan, how are you doing? Area. So, you need it for your gardens, you need it for your livestock, you need it for yourself, you need it for wild game to keep it in, you need to do all that stuff. And water is key. To me, water is as important as soil when you come on your property. So if you're looking at soil, 9 times out of 10, your soil is going to be horrible if you don't have any type of um, Carol says her husband needs some prayers. He doesn't really get into the prepping. When you're looking at property, if you don't see good water source, a clean water source around, your soil is usually not going to be any good either. So they kind of go hand in hand. So what I would like to try to get people to understand when you're looking at that, you want to look and see for a nice pond, a year-round pond that doesn't dry up, minimum. A creek that runs through that doesn't dry up, preferably a year-round spring, because that water is going to be filtered through the earth already, and it's going to be pretty clean um, food that's out there. Husband says, "Be careful with water; it's full of." Yeah, yeah, exactly. Christy Forges, what's up, brother? Um, Hey, what's going on, Holly Ridge Homestead? I'm glad you're here. We're talking about the great H2O, brother and sister. Um, so when you're looking at that and you're talking about water on the homestead, it's super vital to everything that you do. So if you decide to buy a property that does not have water, that's going to be your biggest expense. Homestead Odyssey, how are you? Welcome. When you go on there, it's drilling that well or tapping a spring that's under the ground that's not visible on your property. You can't do that. You're in really hard part. If you're out in Arizona, or if you're out like that, you need to work on getting your water system in very quickly. The Green Dream Project, you go over and watch their channel with the big containers that they have. You're talking about having to put away thousands and thousands of gallons of water to be able to self-sustain yourself in a desert situation or a highland situation or someplace where there's not a lot of water available. So keep that in mind when you're looking at buying properties, that water is super, super, super important. The quality of water is super important. If you're in an area where your water is not necessarily clean or you have a lot of limestone, here in this area, Northeast Tennessee, there's a high probability that most everybody, as they get into their older ages, develop Alzheimer's. And they've actually got a lot of what's going on, Ivan? Good to see you. You've got a lot of research and stuff going on that shows that the limestone in our water tends to calcify the brain quicker. So the way that you can help prevent that is by taking fish oil and vitamin E, and eating stuff that's got a lot of avocado oil and coconut oil and stuff, because the molecule in avocado oils and coconut oils are smaller, and they actually will absorb into the brain a lot quicker than olive oils and sunflower oils and canola oils and peanut oils and stuff like that. The really good, the avocado oil and the coconut oil are absolutely the best. If you have trouble with memory, start cooking with it. You'll see a dramatic increase in that. So know that it's another one of those superfood things, and one of those things that people don't talk about that helps change my life and can help change yours. With the with the see, I need to take more when you're talking about using the kombucha and stuff for your joints and stuff. It's the same as you're talking about that, using the avocado oil and the coconut oil. Hey, Gossmania, how are you tonight? Glad to see you in here. Hope everybody's doing well. Have to give that a try. Yeah, and the good part about Kyle is, like, coconut oil smells coconutty, but it doesn't have a coconutty taste to me. And avocado oil is one of the smoothest, like, to cook with it. Like, if you're just going to go in and like saute vegetables up real quick and stuff, it's got the texture on your tongue, on your palate, is amazing. So give that a try. I'm going to do a couple of the videos hopefully this week and next week on the interaction with law enforcement, and I'm going to do a couple of cooking videos this week. I busted to do a couple videos on my solar system, but to talk to you about a solar system and tell you pieces and parts and where to go find stuff and things like that, I can do. When it comes to installation and stuff, y'all need to go over to Considerate Joy and watch some of Lundy's stuff and talk to Lundy and him up if you have technical questions, because that's what I'm doing. I'm calling him and showing that. Right now I'm working on the hardest part of my solar system was putting in a permanent breaker box or distribution box. And that is a totally different world when you're talking about coming from an inverter from DC to AC out of an inverter as AC, because you don't have the same wiring as you do when you come naturally into your house. So it was a little different to do that. Yeah, consider it joy if you're still on here. Lundy, post your Mims is telling you to post your site. And why, Lundy, I'm gonna make you, which I don't know if you're able to do it off your phone, but I'm gonna make you a mod too, so you can do what you want there. I think you're already a mod the other way. So there you go. There you go. FreddyEnergy.com. There you go. So if you're needing panels, you're needing gear, you're needing pieces, you need parts, Lundy can get those for you guys at a better price than you're going to get them anywhere else. So if you're wanting to put in a system and get things done, I'm not going to discuss pricing because I know what I bought, but I'm sure it's going to be that same ballpark for all of you guys. Absolutely amazing on some of the deals that he's coming up with and getting. And we can get them pretty well anywhere you go. Did you know that you can power a laptop or desktop PC without inverter? It saves. Yeah, actually, Ivan, I do, and that's one of the things that we were talking about earlier. Is I just upgraded everything in the solar system. We got put on the roof, so we're pushing 1100 watts. We got new MPPT. We took it down, and we're running 24-volt system. And I took a reducer from 24 volt to 12 volt, and I'm running a complete 12 volt system for all my. I've got lights. That's what lights and stuff are, and everything. So it's it definitely is to run your lights, to charge your laptops, to charge your phones, to charge your cameras, to do everything like that. Do it at 12 volt and good to go. Yep. So go check Lundy and them out over at Consider It Joy and Freddie. What was it? Freddie's Solar or something like that.com. I think is what it was. Post it again there. Consider It Joy. Post it 3 or 4 more times so these people can get it. So back to the water. When you're talking about water, if you have a running creek or you have a source of a spring that actually, there we go. Freddie, it's free, freed, fredenergy.com, I think. Fredenergy.com. So when you're looking at running water, you can look at your hydroelectric, which now you're going in to where your water's providing your electricity for you. And that's something that we had to get. Solar was the cheapest way for us to go off the back to get it in our house and go and get started. Naturally, NC, how are you? To get everything going. J Love Adventure, what's going down? When we got everything in and we got everything together, that was the cheapest route we could go. And I can tell you right now, batteries, system, panels, and this is all stuff. I bought panels from Lundy, but everything that I have total, I have less than 3,500 watts or $3,500 and 1,100 watts worth of solar panels with my batteries. Now I'm only using flooded lead acid batteries, so I'm not in the lithium ion. But we just found a deal on lithium ion. Well, we're buying a 24 volt, 3.4 kilowatt hour battery for less than $800. So that's my next purchase for the solar system, and then I'm pretty well done on that. So amazing. So your water can give you your power. Your water can give you life. Your water can give you power. Your lights. Your water is going to feed your animals and going to feed all your plants and stuff. So keep that in mind. Water is a very, very important aspect from personal health and welfare and prosperity, all the way through to every other aspect of life. Water can do a lot of stuff for you. Bad water can take all of that away from you too. So just get there. Yeah. So if you guys need something as far as solar stuff goes, go over and talk to Lundy. He's on here. You see him in blue right there, Lundy / Kaylee Wright. You can go over there and check him out. You can get him at Consider It Joy Homestead and make him put up some more videos. Sorry, Lundy. Make him put up some more of those alternative energy. And I'm not trying to change their channel into just that, but it's something that he's very good at. He's very knowledgeable at. It's what he does for a living, and he loves doing it, and he loves the community. So get it up there. So fredenergy.com. So that's here. Ask me some questions, guys. Kick me some questions out here. Let's see what we can keep going. We've only been on for 46 minutes, and water seems like it's a huge one to talk about. I got a stink bug trying to attack me or something over here. It's I'm sorry, I thought of a message that I needed to read, but it's a pretty quick, easy subject. You need it. You got to have a good, clean part of it, and go for it. Instead of DC 24 volt, a DC 12 volt, just use 2 light bulbs in series. That saves money on converter and saves power on conversion. It doesn't quite work that way, Ivan. Just running two of them in series like that doesn't quite work. You're not going to save on your conversion on that. And I may be wrong on that, Lundy, if you'd like to speak up into that. But I don't think that it works quite that way, where if you just run a series and 2 lights, 12-volt lights, that you're going to be there. You can get by 24-volt appliances and lights and things like that, but it's much simpler to be able to control that whole situation by buying a $9 reducer from 24 volt to 12 volt. You're still keeping your 24 volt bank, which is going to help you with way on conversion and everything, but you're just going to reduce that down, and then you're putting in a whole panel, 12-volt panel, just like in your car, a fuse box, and then you're running everything off of it. So J Love Adventure, I need to, and I'm kind of jumping off here, guys. J Love Adventure, I just realized today I made that video on the Copper Kettle Farms, the 10 things. I made that video and just realized 2 days ago that it never uploaded. So I apologize to you, but that video was there, but something went wrong and it never uploaded. And I think I have since deleted part of that, because that video is still there, but it's not doing it. I keep hearing both pros and cons on certain water filters to use without power. What do you like? Simply for a home water system, Carol, Fishes and Loaves, the Berkey water filtration system is number one. It's going to do a large amount on you, and it will last a long time. If you want something smaller that you can pack up, put in a piece of Tupperware, and put on the shelf, the Sawyer water systems, they've got one that does up to 1,000,000 gallons of water. That is the best portable, transportable one you can. And then if you want something, the Sawyer straws and the Sawyer smaller ones to put in your bug out bags are good. But if you're wanting to have something small that you can stick in your backpack while you're hiking, or your go bag, and it'll do several hundred gallons of water, it's called the Frontier Pro, and it's a water stick. And that's what I carry in all my go bags. It's a carbon filter. It does 99% on your bacteria and everything. So check them out. Joe, what's going on? I'm here. Better late than you're never late, brother. You're just on time. I wonder if homesteading is in. Is she? I wonder if Mo. No, I haven't seen Joe. I haven't seen Mo Homestead tonight. Copper Kettle Farm. I was told I got a holler, so I'm here to holler back. Copper Kettle Farm. I was saying that I actually made your challenge video on your 10 things and put that out. And J Love Adventure is the one who actually challenged me to do that. I made the video, and I just realized 2 days ago that something went wrong with it, and it never uploaded completely. So I probably apology. And I don't think I've got everything there to get it redone, because it won't allow me to re-upload. You can use same fuses for 24 volt that you use for 12 volt system, as long as 2 lights bulbs are same model and purchased together. You will be good. Touch your. I just don't think your conversion is as good doing it that way. But anyway, you're good at the electrical, at the technical stuff too. So, oh no, oh nice. I'm excited to see yours. I'm gonna get Copper Kettle. I don't think it's going to be able to get out there. I put it out. That's been months or so ago that at least a month and a half ago that we did it, and I don't know if I could get it all out there or not. But Eli's actually in that video with us, so. If it's still going on, I'll do it again. I'll redo it. J Love Adventure, I just wanted to apologize to you publicly. So don't forget, we've got a lot of events coming up. We're going to be at Deep South Homestead in March. Mims's Garden's going to be there. Fairy Tale Creations is going to be there. There's a ton of us. So when you're looking at that, please check it out and try to come down. If you want to meet us and talk to us in person, please be there. We have April, we have Fiddlehead Convention, and in May, we have the Strawberry Convention. April, we also have the Shindig. We'll be at the Shindig. That April's going to be a heck of a month, guys, because we're going to be doing and getting everything ready for the okay, Copper Kettle. I'll get one. I'll get it done. We'll redo it if I can't get that one to get everything there. But I've got to get everything ready for April for the Fiddlehead Convention, and then we're gonna be bumping off and leaving straight from the Fiddlehead Convention probably that night and headed straight to Arkansas, straight run through for the Shindig. So it's gonna be a packed month. I will try to next week, if not the next week, to have all the information. On the campgrounds in the area, the hotels in the area, for those of you that are looking to come in for the Fiddlehead or for the Strawberry Festival. It'll be the same hotel, same campgrounds. Tent stayers, I have a campground that a friend of mine owns, but it's tents only. That's pretty darn close to me. That I know I can get anybody that wants to stay in tents is good to go. They can't fit RVs. It is just the way they've got the campground set up. But there is Indian Creek campgrounds, which is RVs and stuff. And I'm going to stop and talk to him and see what's going on. So we'll get that information out within the next 2 weeks, so everybody has those and can do that. Fiddlehead Festival is April the 1st, and May the 16th is the Strawberry Festival, and we will have $15,000 worth of Baker Creek heirloom seeds to give away at both of those events. So not just $15,000 for both, but a total of $30,000 worth of seeds. I think everybody on here pretty well knows that. I know I've got some sleepers in the background that watch that are participating that aren't getting anymore, and they've contacted me and let me know the reasons for that. So there you go. You can hit me on Twitter now. You can tweet me up over there at Dad Homesteading, I think is what it is. There's Mims just put it up, so check it out. Seeds for all of us seed junkies here, please, please, please try to come out and see us on that. I don't know if Miss Wanda is still on here. If she's in the area, she definitely, Claiborne and New Tazewell is not too crazy far away. Needs to make it over and pick some of those up. I know the community is pretty well buzzing about that, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens there. So, but if you guys don't start asking me some questions, I'm going to jump off here in a minute. It's been a long day, and we've been going for an hour now. So I hate not pulling one of the all-nighters like we usually do, but I really need to get some sleep if you guys can't tell. But I will answer some questions and stuff. Better watch out, as Anna is going to take all those seeds. I already gave Anna one of everything in the darn box. Seeds for sugar snap peas, chicken burgers. I think I may have some sugar snap peas. I know I've got some of the sugar snap style peas. I don't know which one, Joe. I'll look and see. Email me with your actual address and stuff. If I have some, I'll try to send you some. I know the shipping will be a little more expensive, but I'll put them in and send them to you. Laughing, I'm totally a seed junkie. My mom says that's only area I'm not a minimalist. JT's Oregon Homestead. That is everybody on this channel right now. If you have Sugar Rush um, peach hot pepper seeds, single dad, I need to make a barter with you for a pack. The Rush peach hot pepper seeds. Sugar Rush peach. I don't think I have that one, Mims. I will have to look and see. Holy Ridge, what's going on? I want to go to the Strawberry Festival. Come on, Kirsty, bring them girls up here and that old man up here, and you guys just come up and have some fun with us. The Strawberry Festival is going to be the one where we're going to get to have a lot more fun because I think if everybody wants to come up and for a couple of days, we can make that happen. And then just events are just a 1 day event. Me and Yelena are going to quit our current jobs and start a traveling and beginning in June. Um, Confirmed. Awesome. Good to go. We need to set up when you get in town, Ivan. We'll set that up and make sure we're good. So that's awesome. I want to come to the shindig. I hope you're there, busy little house. I'm wearing a kilt. You're part of the reason. Bandana Grandma, what's going on? Really good to see you on here tonight. Looking for some more questions. So let's see. Mims and Garden link doesn't work. I don't know which Shindig 2020. Is that the Eventbrite? Is that what you're talking about, Ivan? Duncan's back, Hidden Valley Homestead. What's going on, Scott? What's going on? I need to, Scott, send me an email because I just realized the other day I haven't used PayPal in forever. And I realized the other day that the payment that I sent for Olivia for my 2 mugs never went through. So if you will send me that information again, because I know I don't have it here, but I don't know what it was, if I put it in wrong or what. But send me that, Scott, please, because I got to send that out to her. Yeah, Lundy, I'm the one that started this whole kilted shindig, kilted men of Shindig 2020. I can't fly my bagpipes and kids won't make it, but please let me know of hotels, etc. for sure. But put me on your waiting list. We'll make it work, Busy Little House. I'm sure we can get you a place to stay. Hubby is working on doing many documentary about people. It'd be cool if he could film there and with you. Bring him on. I'm sure they wouldn't have an issue at all. Um, Everybody else is going to be filming there, so I don't see why that would be an issue at all. I can keep to my budget. Yeah, Scott. I mean, I've just not been able to. I literally had a PayPal from last Wednesday that came through, and I've not used PayPal since then. When I got on there, it showed that it was a failed transaction. So, I mean, that's been 5 or 6 months ago now. Mama Z, Texas Kitchen. Mama Z, Texas Kitchen. I thought I didn't miss that. Joe, there's gonna be kilted dudes and bagpipes at the shindig. Cool, Chris. You gonna have? Yeah, I'll have a killed on. I've got a green one. I got to actually go get that. Sorry, but that Holy Ridge Homestead, my cell service and internet. Yep. Okay. I'm missing some stuff there. I'm trying to read through and do all that. So, but I'm glad we didn't get kicked off tonight. I'm glad that we got the wonderful subject for next week picked out. So we'll be talking about seed starts and grow lights and stuff like that next week, courtesy of Miss Rachel over at Garden for Cheap. And then Brett will be sending me some scripture, and we're doing that. Have you met Chris from Holy Ridge Homestead, Single Day Homestead? I don't think I have. I may have. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Scott, if I've met him. Holy Ridge Homestead, are you close to me? Have we met before? Because I'm not associating the YouTube name with the actual name that I've met. But have we met? Moon Farm, I'm gotta love it. All right. I have to go over and check them out. But I don't know if I've met them though, Mims. That's what I was saying. If I met them someplace else. Awesome. I'll check them out, Scott. Sheila in the house. What's going on, Sheila? Good to see you on here. Popping your little head in here. Even though we're getting ready to get off of here. Because I need some sleep. I'm really dragging today. So we'll give it another 4 minutes. So if you have some questions, you got 4 minutes, and then we're gonna try to ease on out of here so we can say our southern goodbyes. I found out I have Irish in me. How and when my grandparents' obituary in 1968, his last name is Sorrento. Okay, cool. He's just now joining the community. We are all breaking him in. All right. All right. So we'll have to do that. Holy Ridge Homestead. We're want to catch you, brother. Somebody send me Mims, will you send me that in a text form so I can do it? It's hard for me to catch it here and throw it up, so I can go check. Holy Ridge Homestead. Okay. All right. Are you going to do a learning to hunt series, Chris? Single dead hunter, like from beginning skill needed end up. I can do that. Yep. And if you guys have kids and stuff that want to get into hunting and stuff, guys, if you let me know early enough in the year, several months before season, we can make that happen. A weekend, take out and get. So, it's one of those things we can do. Ivan, you surprise everybody when you come to stuff. I'm in Northwest Louisiana. All right. Holy Ridge Homestead. I like the thin blue line, so good to go. We'll get you over there and check you out. But with that said, guys, we're going to get off of here. As always, God bless. Live with what God gives you, and we're out of here. Good night.